Hello everyone, this is Gwen the Princess.
And God.
And today we are bringing you Chapter 9 of Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Chapter 9, A Letter at Dinner!
Author's note. Hello, friends. I apologize for how long it took to get this chapter out. She apologizes literally every time. I wonder how long the wait was.
I wonder if she's Canadian.
I apologize for how long it took to get this chapter out, but I have good news. Starting tonight, I will be taking a beginning writer's course at the local community college. Oh my god, this starts where she tries to put in the... Wait, I might be thinking of a different fanfic, but it's just like using foreshadowing to foreshadow.
Oh, I don't remember.
It might have been Brooding Love where she tries to do that.
No, I don't remember anything like that in Brooding Love. It might be this one.
It might be this one.
Because like Brooding Love, I think she said she just she failed her creative writing class for turning it a Twilight fanfic and then refused to, improve. So there's, a great difference between writing styles.
Yes. I will be taking a beginning writer's course at the local community college. Through all the hate from evolutionists, feminists, and Romanists. I don't know what
Romanists?
Maybe Catholics?
Or just, citizens of Rome?
That would just be Romans.
Romans? I don't know.
Romans. And Romanists, there has been some legitimate criticism of my writing skills. My mother did her best, and she certainly did teach me a lot, but grammar was not her area of expertise.
It's not the grammar that needs work in this story, trust me.
You criticized the grammar literally last chapter.
Well, okay, fair, but that was only because it was so jarring when she left it out. I'm so used to, fanfictions that have, zero correct grammar everywhere that it just it becomes monotonous, and then in a story where she actually does use correct grammar and punctuation, when she leaves out a word or misspells something, it's jarring. Take it as a compliment. You're actually competent at sentence structure.
It's taken some convincing. The hubby wasn't sure I'd have time to get everything done if I start taking this class, but I've written up a schedule and I think we can make it work.
Honey, get to bake in the kitchen. Daddy wants pies. 1 week into the school year, Harry was gradually starting to get used to the everyday routines at Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. There was breakfast in the Great Hall every morning, then there was a prayer session led by the Reverend. The Slytherins went to have their own prayer sessions in their own way, and the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws prayed with the Gryffindors. But the Hufflepuffs complained about the Reverend quoting the Bible, and the Ravenclaws complained that the Reverend didn't seem to really hate sinners. He just hated sin. After the prayer session, the little ones all went to their classes. They were regular math and English classes. Of course, although they were of a higher caliber than one would find in a public school. Oh, wow! Starting to sneak in a little bit of elitism there, are we? Uh-huh. And then there were the Bible studies and Christian history. I took that.
I know.
I took world religions, No, that's a lie. I didn't take world religion. But I did take history of Christianity 2 years in a row, and, yeah, I am quite good at it. Not that I ever really wanted to be or had any desire to, go into any sort of missionary work. But if someone was to be like, how many books in the Bible are there? I'd be like, I do not know, and then run away. Yeah, I don't retain things well. I if all the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws are going to do is complain.
Why don't they just have their own session?
Yeah, the Slytherins, they have their own session. No one is making you sit through these. If you don't like what the Reverend is teaching, and, because he's a Gryffindor hat, he's obviously going to teach, the ways that Gryffindors teach, straight from the Bible, very, Christian fundamentalists kind of, or Lutheran, or however you want to interpret it. But, the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws don't have to sit there. I don't understand. It's you have the ability to, change this. Don't complain if you're not going to try to solve the problem. Ay, ay, ay. I hate these prayer sessions so much. Me too! They're so boring! And he's not even condemning sinners. What is the point? Well, I suppose we could always make our own prayer sessions.
And lose the ability to complain? I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Luna. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Trust you to come up with something like that, being a feeble-minded woman. Yeah, Draco, can you, shut up for, 2 seconds? The rest of us are trying to hear the prayer session. After that was lunch in the Great Hall. After lunch, there were more classes about American history. Why?
We just have to accept by now that Hogwarts in this universe is in America.
But...
I know, I understand, but...
Or maybe it's still in Scotland, and they just, the Reverend is really confused.
Perhaps.
I mean, it's probably, just... He's probably just, really, I don't know. He's gone insane at this point, and he is convinced that... he's not only in the United States, but that he has to form this war on atheism, which doesn't exist, because they're actually in the majority. And he's trying to create problems where there are none. It's just
Also, I don't know if this is just me, but, okay, Dean Thomas is black, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Almost all the adjectives she used to describe him is articulately.
Oh.
Or fluently.
Wow, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's intentional, but if that is, that's kind of racist.
I might ask you to, look at the adverbs she uses for Dean, compared to the other ones. The other's, holy, or, childlike, but he's always, articulate. Or something.
Wow, I did not pick up on that, but that's vaguely uncomfortable now that you mention it. Mm-hmm. Oh dear, you are just a real articulate fella. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I'm not native to America or England or Scotland or whatever the hell this place is. But I do my best. If it's America, I'm from Boston. And if it's England, I'm from... Are you gonna tell me where you're from? I don't fucking know.
So where are you from, Dean? I'm from England. No, originally. Wow. Wow. Okay. Just real... Wow. Oh my gosh. After lunch were more classes about American history and constitutional law. For some reason.
Why do you...
They keep seeming... They can't seem to remember that they are not actually in America. Or maybe they do remember and they're just really excited to learn about American politics and history.
I can't imagine why as a political science student. It is just depressing.
And missionary training. After these classes was dinner in the Great Hall.
Maybe they are Mormons. It's well, I know that non-Mormons are missionaries, but that's a whole big thing in being Mormon.
I would say that well, the Slytherins probably aren't Mormons. Maybe the Gryffindors could be.
Slytherins are Catholics.
I know.
Well, you said Slytherins probably aren't Mormons. Of course they're not Mormons. They're Catholics.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, then why did you say probably?
I don't... I'm agreeing with you. Why are you trying to,
Because probably leaves room for doubt.
Well, okay, so the Slytherins are not Mormons. Are you happy?
Yes! Because we already clearly established what Slytherins are.
Okay, I know. I was agreeing with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Good. God. Oh, God.
But I think we would have known because they would say, in addition to the Bible, we have the Book of Mormon. Ormond. Hello.
After these classes was dinner in the great hall, after which the students had free time. It was just such a dinner that Harry was eating now. He was sitting with his new friends, Hermione, Ronald, and Dean Thomas. "This food is certainly delicious," Harry observed gratefully, and he was savouring a bite of perfectly roasted chicken. Did you actually, did Minerva and Dumbledore actually make the food, or did they just, magic it?
Already know.
I already know the answer, but I was hoping they had learned something.
But Harry suspected Minerva has something to do with the food that God obviously prepared.
Is Harry just sexist, or is he, starting to, pick up that maybe this school is not all that it seems?
He has witnessed Hermione doing some things that she probably shouldn't, and has discovered that her whole family might not be on the up and up.
Hermione, what are you doing to my bed?
Oh, nothing, Harry. I was just, testing the springs for you. See? Nice and plush.
It looked like you were placing spikes in my mattress.
What? Don't be ridiculous, Harry. Why would I do such a thing?
It really is, Dean Thomas concurred intelligently.
It's because he's black!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable. He was dressed quite respectably today, and he was wearing a button-up shirt and clean blue jeans, and his hair was neatly combed. Hermione nodded in agreement, and the yellow bow she had tied her hair back with bounced up and down.
Don't you tie a yellow bow around a tree when, somebody's dead?
You tie a yellow ribbon around a tree is to welcome soldiers home, I know, from the war. It's like that Tony Orlando song, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years, do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon around that old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, pin the blame on me. If I don't see a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Thank you, I'll be here all week. That was wonderful, Harry! Ronald grinned widely, but remained silent as he shoved another handful of deep-fried Brussels sprouts into his little mouth. Is he eating with his hands?
Again.
That barbarian! Ronald ate breakfast and lunch with his family. The horde of Weasleys!
Yes. He was just so tired of being anonymous in a sea of redheads that all spoke in unison.
We are the Weasleys. Resistance is futile.
But sometimes Ron felt that resistance was worth it.
This is one man's story to struggle to find himself.
That was supposed to be the Law and Order theme, but I cannot imitate that with the human mouth.
I don't think anyone can. I mean, it's so complex. Ronald ate breakfast and lunch with his family, but he was eating more and more dinners with these Gryffindor friends of his.
I thought it was just he was eating more.
Well, I mean, think about how large the family is. He probably doesn't get, a whole lot of food.
That's
to fight for
good point.
He
was eating more and more dinners now that he no longer had to claw his way to the dinner table.
He may have been born the runt of the litter, but he was a fighter.
There were only 10 seats at Molly and Arthur's dinner table. They believed in survival of the fittest, but not birth control.
May the odds be ever in your favor, children! Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna read that sentence again. I can't remember where we were. Ronald ate breakfast and lunch with his family, but he was eating more and more dinners with these Gryffindor friends of his. It never ceased to amaze him just how nice they were to him, even though he wore a different hat. A little unconditional friendship can really go a long way in a person's heart. Except, like, when Harry is just like, even though
even though you're wrong, we can still be friends.
Even though I disagree with everything you say, and I think you're totally wrong, and pretty much, like...
The whole purpose of my friendship is to convert you.
Yeah. Thank you, Harry, you're so nice.
Oh, yeah, I'm on time. That's not too far from a Harry Potter musical here.
It was then that a bunch of beautiful people with wings wearing glowing white robes swooped in through the great hall's huge windows. Yellow halos hovered over their heads, and they wore brown leather satchels around their shoulders. They gracefully reached into their satchels and gloriously flung envelopes down to the students below. Like, they checked to make sure they were given the correct ones, or they just, like, pelting them with letters. Like, oh, stop that! What are you doing? Just like...
They're divine emissaries.
They're angels. They don't have time to read. Just sort the letters out for yourselves, children. Come on. What do you go to school here for, anyway?
We're very busy, but the Reverend prayed to the Lord all fucking again. So, daily grind. Fucking hate this place.
They're technically, like, they're obligated to deliver the letters, but they're just not, they don't have to do it correctly. They don't have to do them individually. They're just like, here's your letters, here you go, kids. Bye.
Fuck you all.
Good luck sorting your mail, nerds. The mail's here, Dean Thomas observed accurately, and he shielded his eyes with his hands as he gazed up in wonder. Harry propped his chin on his hand and dreamily watched these magnificent postmen distribute their wares. Wow, so they're not even, like, regarded as angels. They're just like, wow, what glorious postman you are. Wow, okay, kid, guess what? I went to Egypt and killed all the firstborn on my Lord God's command, and you've downgraded me to frickin' postal carrier? Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
God, we get no respect these days.
I told the Virgin Mary she was going to bear the Christ child via Immaculate Conception, and all I'm doing is delivering your damn mail?
I'm the angel of death, bro. Like, how do you think I feel?
He did so love to look at angels. Why don't you take a picture, kid? It'll last longer. How about you chuck me a $20 while you're at it?
Yeah, for real. Like, we get paid, like, minimum wage, so I'm just trying to... I have to work a second job at Subway to support my apartment, which I have to get now because apparently I'm not good enough to hang with the archangels up there, so I have to live on this shitty planet.
Yeah, screw those guys. We don't even have dental. What's up with that?
What's up with that? I mean, we don't have teeth, but still.
Still? I mean, they could offer.
They could offer. I want to be offered.
I mean, okay, just because I technically have the power to cure every single illness known to man doesn't mean I don't deserve medical benefits.
Right.
Right?
Right. I'm thinking about going full-time at Subway because they at least have some sort of health plan.
Oh, you should. I mean, I hear the owner's really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Probably not getting into heaven, though.
No, probably not,
Not.
So, been a little too fast and loose with the women. Done a lot of drinking.
Exactly.
A lot of bad choices.
Fornication, evolution.
Oh, drug addiction. Let's not forget drug addiction. Oh my god. Hey, do you think that Subway is hiring?
Not my Subway, dude.
Worth a shot. I'm sorry, what the hell is happening here? I just don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mention hell around us, kid. Like,
I would literally rather work in hell than have to deliver your letters every day, okay?
Dude, just, like, give me some respect, man. I know I'm the lowest tier of angel, but I at least deserve respect. Hey,
exactly.
You know the lowest tier of demons is called princes?
Seriously?
Yes!
Ugh!
Yeah,
that sounds so cool!
I know! Like, the lowest tier of demons, princes, and then you've got, like, kings and archduques.
Like, I know it's like a pride thing and we should be above that, but come on!
Come on!
Oh, the worst!
And they get to do whatever they want with their humans.
Ugh.
They can do whatever, and none of them have to work jobs at Subway to foot their apartment bill. All they have to do is seduce the landlord. I can't seduce the landlord. Because number one, I'm not that handsome.
No, don't say that, dude. You're super handsome.
No.
All those eyes and mouths, I mean, come on.
No, man.
You're beautiful, just the way you are.
Humans do not burst into flames when they look at me like they do with the Sephiroth.
Hey, you know what? Bursting into flames is overrated. You know what really shows how beautiful you are?
What?
People running the f*** away when you show up, okay?
Man, no one runs away when I show up.
Are you kidding me? Look at how many eyes you have all over your body. Look at all the mouths and all, like, the extra limbs and the way that your body doesn't even have a human shape.
Do you see any kids running away from me?
Well,
yeah. You don't have to make me feel better by lying, dude. I hope you respect me more than that.
no, I do respect you, dude. Asriel, you are, like, my closest bro, okay? Mike and Az, that's, like,
Yeah, I know.
buds for life.
Buds for life.
Buds for
Buds
life,
for life.
Asriel.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. You know, I'm still working out some of my anger issues.
It's okay, dude. I know killing all those kids in Egypt couldn't have been easy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were the one who had to send all those frogs, and I know you don't like reptiles.
Oh, well, amphibians, dude. Should you guys maybe try to work out those issues somewhere else?
Should you maybe run away from me, kid?
Excuse us, we are having a private conversation here. Just give us a moment. Really long tangent we've got on.
But I love it.
We found our new running joke!
God,
Mike and Az!
I love these guys. I want them to be a couple.
He did so love to look at angels. He was surprised when a letter fluttered down to him.
Yeah, take this one, fucker.
Yeah, you're welcome. And while you're at it, the least you could do is run away from us or something.
Do you see how many eyes he has?
Yeah, I mean, you could at least try to burst into flames. Hot, ow.
That's just insulting.
Yeah, don't patronize us, okay? We're better than that. And it landed lightly on the table in front of him. He had never gotten a letter before. He smiled innocently at the angel who had delivered it, and the angel waved back. See ya, asshole.
The angel waved back, but made a strange gesture with one of his fingers.
Is that a holy symbol? Yeah, sure, go ahead, practice it, share it to your friends, show your parents and your teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they'll be thrilled. Would you look at that? Dean Thomas uttered fluently. You got a letter, Harry! Can you, like, stop shouting for, like, 2 seconds?
I'm fluent!
I'm so articulate! With excited hands, Harry broke the seal and took out the parchment that was inside the envelope. He laid it out on the table and saw the familiar slanting, tidy handwriting. Dear Harry, how are you enjoying your first week at Hogwarts? I hope you are enjoying it a lot. How about you come over for tea this evening after dinner, and you can tell me about it. Hagrid. Harry smiled as he folded the letter and put it back in the envelope. Good old Hagrid. What does it say, Harry? Hermione questioned shyly and played with one of her smooth, lovely curls. Hagrid wants me to come over for tea, Harry reported excitedly. Would you all like to join me? I'd love to, Hermione replied sweetly. And don't mind me if you see me adding something to it while we're there. That sounds like fun, Dean Thomas responded eloquently. Could I come? Ronald asked tentatively after he swallowed his Brussels sprouts.
Without you.
Harry, Hermione, and Dean Thomas exchanged a knowing look, and then Harry answered kindly, Of course you can! Ronald smiled gratefully before going back to his Brussels sprouts. When dinner finished, Harry got to his feet, and then he declared boldly, "Let's go!"
When no man has gone before.
It's the final frontier! Hagrid's hut! Author's note.
Blessings.